In my travels and experiences, I've come across quite a number of remarkable natural products. And one of these products, which by far outshines anything and everything I have ever seen, and a lot of people and a lot of my colleagues have ever seen, is called Siberian chaga.
Over really the last 20 years, I've dealt with cordyceps and reishi mushroom and a lot of funguses that are out there. Now, a question that I have, what is chaga? Is it a fungus? Is it a plant? Is it an animal? What is it?
Well, most people catalog it as a polypore, and I'll put that in quotations. Most scientists will tell you they don't know what it is. They really don't. They put it in the kingdom of mushrooms, okay? But it really shouldn't be there. It should be sort of standalone by itself. But science does not work that way. They want to have everything neatly put in their little categories. Siberian chaga is an interesting, and for our conversation purposes, I'm going to call it a polypore. But it's interesting because this little mushroom or growth only grows in wintry, harsh conditions, such as Siberia, the Ural Mountains, Caspian Mountains, high altitudes, and only in Russia, in Japan, in Finland, China, Korea, and in North America, northern Canada. And it comes down, the growth seems to stop right at Michigan border, the northern part of the United States, because of the weather conditions. It basically grows as a adjunct or a fungal growth on birch trees. Black birch trees, yellow birch trees, and white birch trees. While they do have different values, it is still much higher than any other mushroom or medicinal mushroom, because there are 140,000 types of mushrooms. Most of them are lethal to humans. Of those, you have maybe 200 species which have proven medicinal value. Of those 200, 10 have absolute value in medicine, whether they use it for vaccines, whether they use it for pharmaceutical products as a base formulary, etc. Of all of those, the king of herbs is Siberian chaga. When placed and analyzed, chaga offers the highest ORAC value ever recorded. That means antioxidants. Chaga excels over 35,000 units in the ORAC scale. The closest or the next closest mushroom is 350.
Yeah. But even more so than that, how does it compare with, we hear so much about makis and nonis and all these super fruits that are out there. How does it compare with that?
Researchers at Tufts University and at Harvard Medical School and at Whale Medical College, Department of Endocrinology, Dr. Bridge Saxena, who's a personal friend of mine, they match Siberian chaga with any and all superfoods that they can possibly come up with, as well as natural foods, prunes, oranges, grapes.
Typical foods.
Okay. And chaga was 35 times greater value than any known superfoods, vegetables of any kind, as well as any chemical compounds that today is available. Chaga is probably the best, what is termed by the industry as a biological modifier. What is that? I don't want to confuse anybody. It's called an adaptogen. It's a very unusual way that when ingested, it seeks out what's in balance in your body. The Chinese call it qi. As a matter of fact, in the first book of medicinal medicine, you have a line that translates about Siberian chaga being the balancer of Qi. And what it does, it keeps the balance of your body. It will seek what's in balance, and it will create a balanced situation.
Yeah.
If you have high blood pressure, it will bring it down. If you have stomach problems, it will regulate you.
Well, Qi is energy.
Exactly.
And so you're trying to get the maximum output and the most harmonics in your body.
Right. So all these ancients were not wrong.
Right.
They were right on target.
Well, they
We
knew
just
they were
didn't-
getting the result.
Right. They knew way ahead of us without knowledge of vaccines and biotech, etc. They knew way back then in 40 BC what they were doing.
They did.